You know, on our PBS show, Under the Radar Michigan, we spend a lot of time on the Great Lakes, but how could you not? They're all around us. And I've lived on the lakes my whole life. But when they told me you could surf on the Great Lakes, I didn't believe it till I saw this.
Third Coast Surf Shop is the place to go, and owner Ryan Gerard is the dude to see when you're ready to hang 10, Great Lakes style.
I had no idea there were waves on the Great Lakes that were big enough or organized enough you could surf on.
I've been doing that for 14 years, so I'm pretty sure it's real at this point. I wouldn't expect anyone to really know that unless you've seen it for yourself.
Right.
And the thing is, when the good surfing is happening, when the waves are typically big enough to surf, it's typically not a nice beach day.
I was going to say, do you have to wait for a storm or a big
winds associated
big nor'easter
with,
to come in? Or?
Yeah, stuff like that, exactly. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, and it's just the wind blowing across a certain distance on the lake. I mean, these are huge lakes, of course.
Right.
So the wind, as long as it's blowing across a far enough distance, right, and it's blowing for a long enough amount of time, the waves can get quite big. There's actually buoys out that the Coast Guard puts out in the middle of the lakes.
Yeah.
I've seen the Lake Michigan buoy at 26 feet.
Talk about something being totally under my radar. I had no idea this was going on right in my own backyard. West Lake. Anyway.
What are the biggest waves you've ever surfed on Lake Michigan?
Realistically, for me, probably 8 to 10 feet.
Seriously, 10-foot wave?
Well over my head.
How many people know about this? I mean, when you go out there surfing, are there a bunch of guys out there surfing?
Yes, it's growing. I mean, people have been doing this since the late 50s in the Great Lakes. But it's always been an underground thing.
That is, until our 11 billion UTR fans see this.
Now, here's another reason we love to do the show Under the Radar Michigan. There's an island about 20 miles in that direction. You can't see it because of the whole curvature of the earth thing, where you can take a boat ride, have an incredible dinner, and it's something I recommend you do because I did it.
It's called Charity Island, a beautiful island right in the middle of Saginaw Bay. And if you want to go there, you gotta go by boat. There's a great sunset dinner cruise that you can take to the island, but we opted for a morning trip just to have a look around. It's about an hour boat ride out, but with the scenery, it's great. The air is clean, and there's a really good chance you'll have a close encounter with a Great Lakes super freighter. They're an awesome sight to see. As you get close to the island, you realize just how big it is. It's 222 acres with 3 miles of shoreline, and it's even got an 11-acre lake. When you arrive, you start to feel totally removed from civilization. All you hear is the quiet of the island. When anyone visits, they are greeted by Jack and Karen Wiltsey, who actually live in the historic Charity Island Lighthouse.
We've gone all over exploring the Great Lakes, and one of my favorite places to do that is Michigan's Upper Peninsula, where we have what I believe to be one of the greatest natural wonders in the world. Take a look.
The Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. It's over 40 miles of 200-foot sandstone cliffs, waterfalls, and pristine beaches that meet crystal clear blue-green water. The Pictured Rocks are one of Michigan's greatest treasures. I guarantee you won't see anything like this anywhere else in the world. So if you get a chance, it's absolutely worth the drive or the paddle to get up here to see them.